I'm going to make salsa, very basic, which is tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, lime, very key lime, you need lime for this, garlic, cilantro, and onion. A little bit of salt, that's it. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do a tomato here. So basically, I cord my tomatoes with a sharp knife. I'm going to, a lot of people will blanch tomatoes, or at least that way you can get the skins off. I don't really care about the skins. I mean, I'll put them on there. I'm going to try to get as many of the seeds out as I can. If you want perfect salsa, you can really meticulously pick out your seeds and everything. But for right now, I'm not going to do that.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, so anyway, I've got a tomato here, and this is the top, this is the bottom. If I was sideways, it'd be the other way. So what I'm going to do is go right down, say, the equator of this tomato.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is seed these tomatoes really quickly.
Yeah.
This tomato, it's a half a tomato. So now I'm going to cut down through this way. I'm going to be smart of this tomato, and see, like a lot of people when they're cutting things, they try to like manhandle it. You know what I mean? Like a piece of like a vegetable fruit. You don't want to manhandle vegetable fruit.
All right.
You want to be very gentle with it.
Okay.
You're going to eat that. You're going to be nice to it. You're going to be nice to you.
I'm sorry. I'll improve.
I'm going to put my flat end down. Boom. Nice. It's done. And you can seed these more if you like. You can get all the stuff out you want, but this is actually good stuff. They're really super fresh tomatoes. So I'm going to chop through one way and then back the other.
Yep.
It's fine to put them through a food processor or a blender, but just make sure that you just kind of rough chop it. You're just basically going to pulsate it for a little bit.
Yep.
Because what you want to do is get these small bite-sized chunks, so when you put your chips on there, whatever you're going to eat it with, that there's a little bit of bite in each chip. So just put them in the strainer, and you can let gravity do the trick here, let it sit for a while, it'll drip right up through. And don't throw this juice away, you can use it to make your soups and stews, put in Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
A little vodka always helps the cook out. So what we do is put the tomatoes in there.
Yep.
Let the juice strain out. Get a nice big bowl. With the onion, same thing. I'm going to take out north and south. The kind of like the geographical theme of fruit kind of goes hand in hand with the rest of the world.
Nice.
And then what I'm going to do is go sideways.
Ooh.
Like so, but I'm not cutting all the way through. Do little slits through there.
Tricky.
Right, and then I'm going to go along the north-south border in the same diameter or same width as I want my slices. So my dice to be really fine dice.
Yep.
Hold it all together. So basically, you can fan this out if you like.
Yep.
So basically, I've got these little teeny pieces all held together because I didn't slice all the way through.
Smart.
Right. Because if you slice all the way through, they'd be fighting. I mean, you'd be like holding it down with the knee. You have to get your cousin's weed over.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. So then I'm just going to go down through here.
Look at that.
Right, I've got garlic. I'm going to show you how to do quick garlic. Basically, you can use a whole head if you want to. Take a couple cloves. This is a quick trick you can use and impress all your friends and family, I'm sure. So anyway, you have this garlic clove here. It's got this full paper on the outside. Don't fret, it's not very difficult to get this off there. You don't have to buy that chopped garlic in a jar. It's a lot more expensive. This garlic is local garlic.
Local garlic.
So what you do is take your knife, press it down with your sharp end of your knife going away from you.
Nice.
And that way you clean, you get the paper right off, you compost that. So you got that big clove of garlic is going to, I mean, people who don't like garlic don't like big chunks of garlic. What I'll do, I'm going to make like a garlic puree.
A mush.
A mush with my knife and some salt.
The salt, that's key.
So first of all, I go through and kind of rough chop this. So I've got some nice kosher salt. You can use sea salt. I would not recommend using iodized salt. I really don't like that. It's got a really tinny metallic flavor to it.
Yeah.
So I've got some nice kosher salt here. It's a thicker, grainier salt. It's got more of a pure flavor. And so that way, I'm going to use this.
You chop it right in there.
If I chop it right in there, it's going to be like a sandpaper effect. I'm going to grind it up for you, and this is a great way to do it. And I've got some already pureed up that my kitchen staff, Nick's already did for me. So basically, just work your knife back and forth. Keep your blade away from you. What you're doing is making a paste of garlic. because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to waste any of this lime. And any citrus you have, the best part, the most intense flavor comes from that little color thing on the outside. This happens to be lime, so it's green. So what I'm going to do is just, you gently want to use your microplane. This is a very sharp set of teeth on it. I'm doing is getting all that rind off there.
Looks good.
Where all the citric acid is. Right.
I can smell it all the way over here.
Do you guys smell it out there?
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is take this lime and kind of squeeze it back and forth before I cut it. This way I've already juiced the lime inside.
Yeah. Nice. That looks good.
And then I cut it once again north-south like I normally do with all my other vegetables and fruits. See, like this, boom, I got the outside, most of the nice flavors from the rinds up there. Squeeze this into my salsa.
Nice.
You can get a nice little squeezer, but I didn't bring that. Getting all this juice out of this lime, which I will compost once I'm done.
Yeah.
So far, I've got tomatoes, I've got onions, I've got garlic, I've got lime, I've got salt.
Salt.
Is anybody paying attention?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember what the other ingredient we had? Jalapenos. And so what you're doing, you're going to take this jalapeno, chop up very small pieces, and add it to the nice, savory, cool tomatoes, with a little bit of onions and the savoriness of the cilantro. So it takes off a little bit of that heat. If you don't want jalapeno, don't put jalapeno.
Well, that's a good idea.
You put a sweet pepper in it too.
If you don't want it, don't put it in there. That's the rule.
That's the cool thing about salsa. If you want, you just put tomatoes in there. I don't care. And what I do is going to put that on the flat side and kind of peel it down like so. So I cut it in half. The really hot part of any pepper, where the capsicum or capsicum is in the seeds, and in the veins there. So I'm going to take those out. You can take a spoon, you can take your finger.
Scoop them out.
Scoop them out.
Yeah.
So like so. So right now, there's nothing in there except the nice jalapeno-ness of the jalapeno.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so then, just like the tomato, I'm going to cut little strips going this way, and then go back that way and cut this way.
Yep.
This and that, this and that. And then this way, in this method that I am demonstrating right now, the jalapenos are in very small, uniform pieces. I've taken the cilantro. The cool thing about cilantro is we call it Chinese parsley, is you can use the whole thing. So basically, I'm going to go all the way down to the stem. There's not a whole lot of herbs you can do that with. What it is, chop this up really nice.
Yep.
What you want to do is make sure once you chop it up that you put it into whatever you need, because it might start turning a little off color. So I think I've got everything in here now. I've got my tomatoes, my onions, my peppers, my cilantro, my garlic, my salt, my lime. Randy, my friend, anything?
That's pretty good.
That's it?
Yeah. Did you say salt? You have a little salt in
A little salt in there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stir
Now
it.
you're mixing it up.
Or as Bob Marley would say, I'm going to stir this up.
Yeah.